nourished both body and soul. But on the dance floor, where Tommy pushed on, his steps a reflection of his free spirit and boundless love. Whether swaying to soca, rhythm, or gliding to walk, every moment was a testament to the depth of his passion and the grace of his soul. Tommy's love for his children, the cornerstone of his being, a fierce and unwavering devotion that knew no bounds. He delighted in their laughter and cherished their hugs, and took pride in every milestone they achieved. His love for them was a beacon of light, guiding them through life's twists and turns with wisdom and grace. And as for me, Tommy's love was a gift beyond measure, a sanctuary in a world of chaos, a love that whispered promises of forever with the beat of his heart. He challenged me, he cherished me, he loved me fiercely, flaws and all. In his arms I found solace, in his love I found hope. Tommy was a man of strong will. His heart was ever even stronger, a wellspring of love that flowed endlessly. And though he may have said, it's either my way or the highway, he was always, it was always with a twinkle in his eye. It challenged me to meet him halfway, to dance in the space between our differences and find harmony in our love. As we gather, let's hold tight to the memories we shared with Tommy, for they are the threads that weave the tapestry of his legacy. Let us cherish each note of his song, each step of his dance, for they are the echoes of his spirit, guiding us forward with love and grace. May Thomas Stephenson rest in perfect peace, his memory a beacon of light in our hearts, and may we find solace in the embrace of Almighty Jehovah, drawing strength from his love as we navigate the journey of grief and remembrance together.
Is there any friend or colleague that would love to share your and with a loved one? Any friend or colleague or family who wants to pay tribute? Please don't keep it long.
Not to the important. My name is Lisa. I live in a cousin. I can remember living in Saudi. Something was trying to do, and I went to him, like, one came to me. I want to do this particular way. But he said, no, man is not this. He didn't tell me what he said. He said, no, it is not this. So I took some time and changed my plan. But that taught me that yes, I might have a plan. And going back and changing his goal, you know, he left an impression on me. You know, to always look for better future for me, or sometimes to share what I have. But his personality, what he dances, that's it. Even they had this emotional players going. He dealt with me straight. So I wanted to tell my sorry condolences and he just comes into close family members and Tony and his soul and his
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm reading a tribute on behalf of Keith Stephenson, a tribute for Thomas A. Stephenson. We would like to extend our sincere condolences on the transition of Thomas Stephenson to his wife, children, grandchildren, siblings, cousins, and all our relatives in Guyana and USA. Tommy, as he is popularly known, was one of our villagers that we should not forget, sometimes with a smile on his face. Let's ask who Tommy was and why I am writing this tribute at a time when we need more positive men in our country, villages, and the world today. When many persons do not remember the contributions and history of the Cromwells, Stevensons, Beards, and others in the villages and the country. As we should remember, most Bostonians from Simpsons are related. Let's take note. My tribute is part of Buxton Friendship and other villages, history and education, and to encourage all to maintain our culture and educational contribution. Buxton, as we know it, is a great village with great people, with a history to be preserved and protected. In this tribute, it represents individuals, community, and organizational acknowledgement of someone who many may not remember in Boston, but cannot forget in the Washington metropolitan area. He was a contributor to villages' functions, human development, and society. One example, when I was president of Committee for Improvement of Boston, Simboxy, we needed to provide security, and Tommy, as a detective at the time, was our political security with backup external. I can name others. As we mourn Tommy's passing, let us take comfort in the fact that he made good use of his life in creating a family legacy and made an invaluable contribution to the ongoing development of the universe. May his soul rest in peace. May he be remembered for his love, contributions, devotion to his family, and be among his noble family ancestors. On behalf of the Eastons, Levi's, Shorts, and Holders family, my siblings, aunts in the U.S., to name a few, boards of directors and staff of the Boston Friendship Museum, the Friends of the Villages Museum in the U.S., keep Easton.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, relatives, family, friends. Um, my name, I'm always Stephenson. I'm the second of the Stephenson boys, the eight of us. Boys, and then the other four, the 12 of us now. In 1999, my mom died in Washington. No one knew I had a business in Guyana. She requested that she be buried in Boston. And I brought all the Stephenson boys came here, including Tom. When he saw what I had with him, which I started in 95 and 1995, he said, I didn't know about this before. I'm a police officer. Could I go and train your people? I said, yeah, you can go. At the time I had it, I didn't know about one person. Something you want to keep on there, started. Himself, but in Stephenson, but Mario. So Tommy, I hear a lot of discussion about Tommy. And Tommy was in Washington. He came, he saw where his mother was buried. And today, he wants to go back to America. But I can say this to you, on behalf of my brothers, that's why we should stay there, we should spread people there, we should stay on this. And come see, his name is Dr. Lucius Bernard, I go Stephenson. Medical doctor, everything, you name it. He spent a lot of time in Tommy in the last year and a half trying to bring him to the point where he could recover. But Tommy decided, as Norman said, he had got the last word. He could have been, I don't know, I cannot be right, but he wanted to live. he had some options. He didn't want his toes to be cut off, he doesn't. He didn't want his foot to be cut off, he didn't want nothing to happen to him. He wanted to go back to be his mother. Yeah. So it was his choice. One thing I can say about America, the opportunity to live. If you have the money to pay for it, it will happen. For my part, why am I here? I came in last night, and I'm sure I'll be on the plane tonight. But I have to explain gratitude to what happened here in Ethiopia for the last 20 years. For what friend? He came in between the guards, he and his team. And one of the things I learned in life about gratitude is regardless of the circumstances, you will never be able to have peace and contentment and fulfillment if you don't show gratitude. The Bible speaks about it. It tells you, don't worry about other people do what trying to do to you. It's up to you to show gratitude. And my way of doing things in life is to always show gratitude. I'm sure you will find several aspects in the Bible that we question. Now, I have two other friends, Mr. Burton Williams also. He goes a long trip to Tommy, grew up with Tommy. Tommy used to be his man, or tell him what to do. And he remembers that. He first to come to Bobby with the terrorists that he had experienced in his life. When they need Mango, when they need Bobby and Tommy need Mango, they would command for people to go against. So, the two of them are inseparable. You don't find Tommy without Bobby, Bobby without Tommy. The fourth and the fifth. I know two wishes on one, but I've never seen two guys close in life. That is two guys. If you see people running on the street and two guys are chasing them, it's Bobby and Tommy. People are afraid of the two of them. I hear people talk about Tommy a lot of things. I've seen Tommy put people away in less than a minute or two. He would hit you with his head and you can't get up. He was that good. He was that fierce. You don't listen to what he tells you to do, and trust me. But the most important part about it is that he has a lot of good attributes. Living 70 years and taking care of all his siblings, having a good relationship. I go to nightclubs sometimes, and here is Tommy. I go wherever he's there. I remember him saying to me that if he ever gets out of this situation, he's going to come up and start in cybersecurity. I said, what do you do that? It's like security. It's like that. How many powerful skills? How many powerful work? Two of the long trivia about how many different activities he got with Tommy. And finally, in the final days, just before, 2 days ago, we saw Tommy, he was sick. And he tried to convince him to get there and keep that. The family again had a body of him. His brother Lucius tried to save him in the last year and a half. And I know that he's why Lucius is here because Lucius believes that he could have saved him. He still believes Lucius could have saved him. He still believes he could have saved him. He still believes he could do that. All right, Lucius, please, I'm making you tell them what you can do. But no, Lucius tried. He tried for the last year and a half. Every hospital, every doctor had to confirm with Lucius what they were doing with Tommy. But the last one, when they told Lucius that they had to applicate his nose, if he would have lived, and Lucius tried to convince him to lose his nose. Then the doctor said we have to take his foot. His right foot. Lucius tried to convince him that he lose his nose. I'm going to put my money. So finally he's here. What did Lucius to convince him about what to do? Please go ahead. Thank you.
You know, I say to him, what a friend we have with Jesus. 288 in the voices in praise. 288 in the voices in praise. What a friend we have with Jesus.
I have to start a new one. You should have. You got the new. If you go to the channel, you're gonna get the new link. You're gonna get the new link. Because the
Take it to the Lord in prayer. Take it to the Lord in prayer. I repeat, God can be laid. I repeat, God can be laid. My word with the Lord of sin. With the Lord of sin. Precious Savior, still a refuge. Precious Savior, still a refuge. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Lord, I practice my sin. I practice my sin. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Take it to the Lord in prayer. It is time to take a sheet. It is time to take a sheet. Now we'll find a solution. Find a solution. Amen. We now turn to the ministry of the word. And our first reading comes from the Old Testament, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, reading from verse 1 to verse 8. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 to 8. I invite Mr. Russell Ridley. If she's not here, any person can read. It's already marked.
Verses 1 to 8. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up what is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. A time to throw away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to seek, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to throw away. A time to tear, and a time to sow. A time to keep silent, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time for war, and a time for peace. Amen.
Word of the Lord, thanks be to God. Turn to the New Testament. The reading comes from the Epistle of Romans, chapter 8, verses 31 to 39. The epistle reading is taken from Romans chapter 8, verses 31 to 39. I invite someone to do the reading. A member of the family, if you're talking, please. Romans 8, 31 to 39.
when they are being saying about these things, if God is for us, who is against us? He who did not withhold his son, but gave him up for all of us, will he not with him also give us everything else? Who will bring any charge against God? It is God who justifies. Who is to condemn? Is Christ Jesus who died? Yes, who was raised, who is at the right hand of God, who indeed intercedes for us. Who will separate us from the love of Christ? The hardship of distress, of persecution, of famine, of nakedness, of trial, or sword. As it is written, for your sake we are being killed all day long. We are counted as sheep to the slaughter. No, in all these things we are more than conquerors. No, through him who loves us. For I am convinced that neither death nor life, nor angels nor rulers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers, nor height, nor death, nor anything else in the creation will be able to separate us from the love of God in Jesus our Lord. So I bless the reading of
I invite us to stand for the reading of the Gospel, which is taken from John chapter 11, verses 17 to 27. John chapter 11, verses 17 to 27. Glory to God. And it is captioned Jesus, the resurrection, and the life. When Jesus arrived, he found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Now Bethany was near Jerusalem, some 2 miles away. And many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary to console them about their brother. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him, while Mary stayed at home. Martha said to Jesus,